Okay, let me explain what this video is. It's a highlight video for the stream that I did yesterday. I've tried to cut out all of the bloat, random rambling, and stuff that doesn't really add to a viewing experience unless you just want a really long VOD to play in the background. I'm new to this kind of editing, so there's a bunch of stuff that I want to improve for future releases. Number one is my audio is not very good during this stream. It sounds like I'm clipping a lot of the time when I'm speaking. I think this is a digital artifact that's happening from some of the compression that I'm applying to my voice to make myself loud enough during the streams. Hopefully for the next one, this is going to be resolved. I also wanted to split my voice and the music onto two separate channels so that I can redo the music in post if it's sounding kind of janky. Unfortunately, I didn't record things correctly, so they're all just in one track and I couldn't separate them for this highlight video. This ends up being kind of funny because we were cursed with one of the audio tracks looping endlessly during sections of this stream, which was really annoying. So enjoy experiencing that here. For the sake of convenience, I have sped up some of the video clips or slowed them down to match my narration, so you might notice the timer running a little bit fast or a little bit slow. If you have any critiques that aren't related to the things I've already mentioned, let me know about them in the comments. I want to make these highlight videos better for all of you. Okay, with all of that out of the way, now let's see how Venusaur did on stream yesterday when I played it. Daily December ended yesterday, but you just can't keep me away from Pokemon games. Also, Happy New Year, everyone. I figured we should do something new for the new year. So I'm going to play all of the Pokemon in Red version in 2025. We are going to complete this tier list as well as the Pokemon Yellow tier list. For Red, I'm going to do something different than Yellow. I am not going to be doing the same video format where I constantly roll out individual videos for every single Pokemon. Instead, what I'm going to do is a project that I have been thinking about for quite some time, which is to do every single Pokemon as a live stream. And likely first runs on live streams, maybe 2 runs on live streams. After all of that, I will then bring together all of those runs into one giant project and make a, it's going to be like an 8 to 12 hour Red version video. And that will be every single run with every single Pokemon. And hopefully I will talk a little bit higher level details, well, not as many details in that video, and just give better comparisons between each Pokemon and how each typing plays in the game, that sort of thing. So that's my goal for the year. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat the game with every single Pokemon. There are 151 Pokemon. 5 of them are impossible. We're going to start with the tier list in that state. So this is the Red version tier list as it is right now at the beginning of the year. 5 Pokemon completed: Weedle, Caterpie, Kakuna, Metapod, and Magikarp. Throughout the remainder of the year, I am going to fill in all of the other remaining Pokemon. So there's roughly 150 Pokemon, 365 days in the year. I have to do about 3 runs per week in order to finish that. So if you like streams and you like Generation 1, you're going to be eating well this year. Okay, let's talk about Venusaur in Pokemon Red. For base stats, 80 HP, 82 attack, 83 defense, 80 speed, giving it a 15.63% chance to crit, and it has a whopping 100 special, which is really good as a grass type, because all grass type moves deal special damage in generations 1, 2, and 3. Poison type moves, on the other hand, deal physical damage, but as you can see on the move pool on the right hand side of the screen, Venusaur does not get any poison type moves. It does get physical moves though, tackle at the start, and then later on it's going to learn body slam through TM. This is incredibly important because like most grass types in Generation 1, it has Swords Dance. I think this is the second best move in the game, and in later generations, I think it's the best move in the game. It's fantastic to be able to increase your attack stat by 2 stages every turn. Now, growth is pretty good because it increases special. It also badge boosts, and you can use it 6 times. However, there's a downside here. Razor Leaf has a high critical hit chance, and with Venusaur's 80 base speed, Razor Leaf will always crit, bypassing beneficial stat changes. So, growth and Razor Leaf don't pair very well together. Instead, you'd have to use something like Vine Whip, Solar Beam, or Mega Drain to get the advantages of growth, and I just don't think that's going to be long-term a good idea with Venusaur. Also, I should mention that Mimic is not nearly as good in Red version when compared with Yellow version, because the enemy Pokemon, they don't have very good moves in this game. So in general, playing defensively has a lot less advantages. In Red version, it makes far more sense to play offensively in most cases. So of course, I'm going to start this whole series with a Pokemon that is going to be spamming Sleep Powder here and there. One of my favorite moves. Pokemon Red, Venusaur only. Oh good, we have music now. I forgot to turn it on. We're just gonna sit here with no music. You'll notice some like small tile set differences where like signs look different than they do in yellow version. This really throws me off since I have played so much yellow over the past 5 years. Yes, for this run, wild encounters will be turned off except for my HM users. In red and blue, don't buy anything in the Viridian City Mart. It's a muscle memory I went in there because of yellow version. But there are no potions in that mart. It's pretty weird. Also, there's no trainer right there. All the little things that are going to mess me up today in comparison. Also, this guy has a Weedle. Like, okay, cool. It's level 9. I think we should be fine because we're a poison type. So we take neutral damage from its attacks. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Brock, minimum battles. No reason to do it any other way, in my opinion. He's going to be so easy. Also, his Pokemon are 2 levels higher than in red and blue, so I'm going to get slightly more experience. Onix also does not have Bind. It has Bide only, so only 3 moves on its moveset, which is a little bit different. Leech Life does 4 times damage to Venusaur. The Poison type deals super effective damage to the Grass type and the Poison type in Generation 1. It's a weird interaction. Kinda strange. So here we may have to use Leech Life against the Coughing if our health gets really low. This is a tactic from the Ivysaur run that I did last year. I don't think we're gonna... No, we're just gonna crit the Coughing. It's gonna be fine. Oh! That's what happens when you expect Jesse and James. Holy... Venusaur has no problems against Misty. Imagine if for Starmie, a Psychic type had a Psychic type move. We're going to heal here because Vine Whip has low PP. I don't know why they gave it 10 uses. This is so weird. It has base 35 power. How does that make any sense? Anyways, we're going to save. I'll make my first save here. He does have a Charmander and it has Ember by this point. So it's going to be super effective. Also this thing. The Pidgeotto, as I've heard some people call it. I forget who. But that feels very apt. Oh, no sound attacks. Okay, we're lucky. The Abra is always free. It only has teleport. Not a great position. Maybe I should have leeched lifed the... Alright, that crit's good. Excellent. We win, but kind of sketchy. No, there's no Charmander there. On this route, there are Oddish and Bellsprout, and you can catch them and use them for cut. But I caught Geodude for strength and dig. Surge's team is quite different in red and blue compared to yellow because he has 3 Pokemon, but all of them are lower levels. 21 Voltorb, 18 Pikachu, and 24 Raichu. It has Thunderbolt and Thundershock, so it's more likely to use electric type attacks, but as you could see there, I think he might be worse in red and blue compared to yellow, which is saying a lot because he is very bad in yellow. Well, Rock Tunnel is really easy. As we would expect, self-destructing hiker, exactly the same as in yellow version. He is irrelevant, as you are seeing right here. Razor Leaf. Yay! Bye-bye, Leech Seed. Someone's gonna say, but you should use Leech Seed and Toxic together. No, absolutely no. Okay, this battle is quite a bit different in Pokemon Red when compared with Pokemon Yellow. The rival in Pokemon Tower. Here he has a Gyarados, which has Hydro Pump. That's not scary for Venusaur, but for a lot of other Pokemon, that's going to be terrifying. Also, Execute, look at the sprite. This sprite's amazing. There's a giant egg. One of them's giant. I don't know why they decided that that Execute needs to be giant. Thanks for the badge boost, Gyarados. Bye-bye. So from here, should be easy. And not much damage from Ember. Yep, win. So Pokemon that are weak to water types, I think will struggle with this battle. Agatha Jr. Always respect the Agatha Jr. For some reason, I envisioned everyone watching a bunch of mini Scots running around inside his head like... Oh gosh. Happy New Year all. I don't know what you're referring to. Uh-oh. No, we're good. Oh, no Jesse and James. This is actually one area of the game where red and blue is slightly slower than yellow version, because in yellow version you fight one battle here with 3 Pokemon, and in red and blue you have to fight multiple battles. I don't know if I can fight Rival Fivel now. This is the exploratory part of this learning process. We're going to test stuff out, see if it works, see if it doesn't work. Probably PB up, Body Slam. Okay, let's go. Pidgeot. Oh, it's so bad. It has Whirlwind. I guess it's only going to use Wing Attack against me. Problem here is speed, actually. I'm gonna get wrecked by the Alakazam and the Charizard. How many rare candies do I have? 5. Look at the Execute's moveset. What is this? It only has status moves? Did we survive the Ember? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, Erica's team in Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Red and Blue are actually very similar. Her team members are at higher levels over more damage rounding thresholds in Yellow version, but in Red and Blue, they are fully evolved. So that makes this battle feel like it's going to be very different, but the team in terms of stats is actually very similar. The main difference is the Victory Bell always crits in this game when it uses Razor Leaf, whereas the Weeping Bell doesn't. There's so much division around, and it's nice to have something that we can just be like, yeah, we love these games. They are so weird and janky and awful in some areas, but in other areas, it's just like, it feels perfect. Like, look at this coughing sprite. What is going on? He's got the skull and crossbones on his head instead of on his belly. Very strange. Okay, I must have crit the coughing. I crit the coughing. I was like, why didn't I knock it out in one hit? Knocked everything else out in one hit. Koga, so much worse when compared to Yellow version. Like, I didn't even break a sweat there. The only way I'd lose is if my PP couldn't go the distance. Also, there's no Raticate and stuff down here in the bottom of Pokemon Mansion in Red and Blue, so I don't have to worry about running into them getting hit by Super Fang and Hyper Fang, which is always a fear in Yellow version, especially with slow Pokemon. I don't have Burn Heal. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Growlithe. Bad front sprite. Oh, it's gonna spam Agility, right, because I'm a Poison type. Oh no, never mind, it's picking between Agility and Ember. I'm terrified. Oh, what is that Rapidash sprite? These are dreadful. Okay, you missed Fire Blast on the Arcanine and I win. Okay, Sabrina, do I even need to set up? Let's knock this one out and then set up on the Mr. Mime, because it's kind of bad. It has Barrier. And while it does have confusion, and okay, it crit me and it confused me, and I hit myself twice. This is, 3 times. Okay. Oh, I'm still gonna win. There are no words. Look at his team. Look at his team. Look at these movesets, please. Look at how bad they are. Look at the Nidoqueen. Why does it have Poison Sting? The Nidoking also has Poison Sting. None of his Pokemon have Earthquake. None of them. Like, I literally just spammed Aeon, Razor Leaf, and won. Okay, Rival 6. Pidgeot is gonna alternate between Agility or just Agility. Okay, the Rhyhorn is also useless. All of the Rhyhorns and Rhydons in this game are so bad. Game Freak hated that Pokemon. They gave it terrible level up moves. It gets both Tail Whip and Leer at some point, I think for the champion. Okay, the Alakazam's kind of scary. It has 133 speed, but the Charizard's not faster than Venusaur, so easy. Okay, here we go, Lorelei. She's only gonna spam... Oh wait, no, she has Aurora Beam, so she can also attack me. That actually did a lot more damage than I was expecting. Maybe I should teach Mega Drain in the place of Vine Whip. Like, that probably makes sense for this fight, just to heal. But look at the Slowbro. Slowbro is so much worse than it is in Yellow. It doesn't have Psychic. It's a big deal. Okay, just don't freeze me. Oh, that does too much damage. Okay, we'll just teach Mega Drain. Okay, so when the Dugong spams Rest like this, it's very easy. Never mind, I didn't need Mega Drain. I was just wasting my time learning that move, apparently. Ooh. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Also, that Blizzard still did a lot of damage. But we're fine. The guy in this room, who will remain unnamed in my Red and Blue challenge, is one of the worst trainers in all of Pokemon, if not the worst trainer in the entire series. His team is actually pathetic. It is so much worse than it is in Yellow version. I can't believe he's better in Yellow version. Like, significantly so. Like, he's actually a trainer. Sometimes he'll win. In this game, he is terrible. So in Yellow version, the strategy here for most poison grass types is just to rely on Swords Dance, and then you mimic Lick setup, and then you have a physical move that can attack the ghost for super effective damage. It's really good. It's not that good in this game because you have to mimic Nightshade, and Nightshade is not as good. That's why I kept Razor Leaf and just got Sleep Powder, because then I can put them to sleep and slowly knock them out. It's annoying. I don't have Mimic now. I Wouldn't really want it for Lance anyways. Poison types get a free pass on Lance's team in red version because he has barrier and agility on pretty much every one of his Pokemon, I think. So he's just going to spam those moves and waste a ton of time while I beat him with Body Slam. Check this out. Yeah, Mimic Dream Eater could work with Sleep Powder. Yeah, that's a good idea. So we'll just put the Gyarados to sleep so it doesn't attack us. Then we'll set up with Swords Dance. And then look at the rest of his team. Agility on Dragonair 1, Agility on Dragonair 2. So they're both going to spam those moves against poison types. Aerodactyl does not have any flying type moves. So it can attack with... Oh, I guess it can crit me with Hyper Beam. Wow. It got the best possible roll that it could have got. I don't think Razor Leaf will be better after fully setting up on the Gyarados. I don't think it will be, at least. Might be wrong. But then the Dragonite also has Agility and Barrier, so it just spams those moves. So once you defeat the Aerodactyl, you win. Supersonic, kind of annoying. Maybe I lose? Maybe. Supersonic's pretty good. Look at that. Nope. Oh. Oh, Lance, you're so bad in this game. Alright, so Venusaur is pretty good. We're going to put it to sleep. Then we're going to set up. Then we're going to win. Look at all of his moves. They're just really not that good. Rhydon especially. Or Rhydon. Alakazam, I'm faster by a lot because of badge boosts. Razor Leaf, the Rhydon miss. It tail whips. Okay. Razor Leaf has a cool animation. I really like it. It's going to try and put me to sleep. Alright. I should have put it to sleep. It's like the sleep or be slept when you go up against the Executor and you're a poison type. This is why you put it to sleep. Oh my gosh. No! Okay, Lance and the Champion have both been bad. If you miss, it can miss too. Oh! Who's gonna get the sleep first? Me. Alright, I guess I crit last time. Terrible. Ta-da! 45 minutes and 7 seconds. 5 resets, 0 blackouts. Level 60. We're gonna see what the game time is. 2 hours, 48 minutes. Charizard had Blizzard in the overlay? Oh, it does. Why does it say it has Blizzard? That's weird. I'm looking at it in the RAM right now. It's definitely Blizzard. Pidgeot, starter, rival starter, Mega Drain, give, Fire Blast. Ah, good catch. The change that I had to make is in Oak's lab. I am loading a bunch of custom events at the beginning of the game and like unlocking the trash can puzzle and things like that, and then setting the like early encounters to be turned off. But what I had to do is I also made it so that every starter you pick up will always be the Pokemon that you want to start the game with. So Venusaur. But I had to change a bunch of these like statements so that the Squirtle is, it's not just starter 1, it's like a fixed Squirtle that the opponent gets. But then I didn't realize there was this thing that says starter 1 and starter 3 here. So we can fix this for the next run. Pretty easy. This is funny. It's good we caught this. Didn't impact the first run, but we'll fix it for the second run. Yeah, the music is just repeating. Austin, do you have a fix for the music? All right, let's see if the music fixes. I'll press new game and then hopefully it'll change at some point in the near future. Luckily, I have my voice and the music on a separate channel, so I can fix this for the edited version of the stream. It might be faster to leech seed. Oh, well, not when you miss. If you don't miss, maybe it speeds it up by 1 turn, like getting the chip damage, but I don't think so. You're probably more likely to crit just using Tackle. Okay, I have to remember to go to the Pokemart after Brock. Oh, nice. The Onix is a range. So I didn't get it last time, and I got it this time. Relying on a Sleep Powder Mega Drain moveset for the majority of the playthrough is not always a good idea, because you have to realize that when you use Mega Drain, you waste more time because you heal your health. Healing your health is a time loss, and in Red and Blue, where the enemy Pokemon are so bad, I don't think that it is a good idea to commit to a strategy that's going to incur a additional time loss. We already have 1 time loss, which is needing to use Sleep Powder here and there. I'm always thinking about these things from the perspective of like going as fast as possible. If you don't want to go as fast as possible, then you can do whatever you want. That moveset sounds fine to me. See, like Mount Moon encounters are disabled after you catch the Geodude. I do have an option for fighting a Paras as well in here, but I've turned it off. I think it's more reliable catching the Oddish, and I think in most playthroughs that's what I would go for, so I'm probably going to set that as the go-to for red and blue. Uh-oh. Oh. I was like, we're about to get to restart. No, we're not. Please no sand attacks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, this went really badly. This is probably a restart. Yep. We just need to, like, delete this track. I don't never want to hear this track again. Delete this track. We need to play the other one, the title track. Why not growl for more HP from Abra? Like, I could have wasted time, but then the time is just getting worse anyways. Like, I wanted to lose there. The ideal scenario there is lose and restart. Just so the time overall in the run is going to be better. I basically was like being very indecisive with how I wanted to play that. I think I should have just reset. That would have been the more concise thing to do. Oh, this is bad. I think I am going to use the Leech Seed strategy here with Growl to gain some health. Because I didn't get sand attacked. If I had got sand attacked, then I don't think this is a good play. Because, like, what's the chance you win, even if you do get your health back? It's pretty low. Sand attack's brutal in Gen 1. You go from 100% accuracy down to 66% accuracy. Oh my gosh, this Abra has a decent amount of health. Cool. You can gain back a lot there. I didn't think it was going to be that much. Oh, don't miss. Stop. Okay, burn into a critical hit is going to give me the win. I can't believe that. All right. This is definitely the sketchiest early game battle. Maybe the rocket in Mount Moon. This or that. Both pretty sketchy for Venusaur. On minimum battles, at least. We could fight the guy inside of Brock's gym and then the hiker inside of Mount Moon. Make both these battles just a little bit easier. I saw a lot of comments back when the stream was starting where people were like, oh my gosh, are you actually taking a vacation? Like, you said you were going to take some time off and now you're right back. I finished making all the videos for Daily December on December 20th. So I have had a week and a half off. I feel like I'm coming back to work after a vacation right now. I'm quite rested. I'm ready to get back to things. Taking time off solo runs is not fun. Stop. Stop with the sand attacks. I hate sand attack. Oh, look at the pain. I have a 47% chance to hit with tackle, and I'm not hitting any of them. Am I going to lose here to this Nidoran? Am I going to lose to the Nidoran? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to get me. It's going to get me. No. Ah! Well, I guess I'm starting this over again. When I do the backport next year, the beginning of the game should just repeat this intro track over and over again until you leave Pallet Town. Alright, how's this Zubat gonna be? Apparently this Zubat's gonna be a boss for some Pokemon. Like Oddish? Oh my gosh. Oddish in red version is a nightmare because of this Zubat. You only have Absorb until level 24. So you have to train in Mount Moon to... We're gonna do that one later this year. Yay! Gonna be fun. We killed the Abra so slowly using Leech Seed. I don't even know. Like, it might just be worth it to fight the guy inside of Brock's gym and then the guy in Mount Moon. But then all the people who love minimum battles are going to come for me in the comments if I release the final video and my strategy is fighting 2 optional trainers with Venusaur. They're going to be like, no, it's not optional. And like, look how long this took. This took so long. The actual optimal strategy is just don't get hit by Sand Attack from the Pidgeotto. Silly. Oh. 2 growls. Come on. The Sugimori art, though, for Nidoran female looks like Nidorina, because it's, like, standing up. But that's Nidoran female. And then the sprite in-game is a disaster. I'm in an unfortunate place here. Don't have any healing items. Gotta go up against this guy. Got a 2-shot. Okay, well, he didn't crit with Karate Chop. I was worried about the crit Karate Chop there. Oh my gosh. We're fine for now. Elixir. That'll heal my PP. I still don't have much health. What about these Nidorans? Are they gonna cause problems for me? I hope not. Uh-oh. Oh, why did it crit me? Come on. I think Venusaur should be fine. We're taking so little damage. We're fine. Okay, Pidgey, don't ruin my day. Actually... Come on, stop. Can I not affect it with this thing? Maybe not. Oh, no. Oh! I lose. I gotta look that up. Sorry, Leech Seed. Leech Seed Pokemon. Yeah, it will fail on a grass-type Pokemon, so we cannot seed anything. And then if I seeded the Pidgey, it was going to knock me out anyway. I needed to go back to Cerulean City and heal, or I had to heal on one of the other trainers. This feels very similar to Bulbasaur and Ivysaur in yellow, where the early game is the hardest part. There's just so many like annoyances in the early game because you're relying on tackle. Maybe buy less. Yeah, I think buying. Yeah, that's a really good suggestion. Buy less Pokeballs, buy more potions. Because I haven't needed a lot of Pokeballs in the past. Catching the Pokemon has seemed fine. This is going to be the one that breaks out, isn't it? Yeah. After I buy less Pokeballs. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what I was afraid of. Why I bought so many Pokeballs previously. Because now if the Geodude breaks out, then I don't have a user and then I have to restart. But why does it say one blackout? I have no idea what's going on here. It's counting stuff wrong. Come on, overlay. Luckily, I can weaken this thing. Because tackle's bad. I only have one Pokeball for the Oddish. You get the Great Ball after Moon just in case. I know, right? I should do that. Come on. Oh, tackle. I hate you. Why you gotta miss? Oh my gosh. Ah! So, we're back at the beginning of the game. Let's do this again. I've lost count now of how many times this has happened. I refuse to play this a different way, though. Okay, Zubat guy. We are here again. Will you cause us issues? Hopefully not. All right, don't miss. Don't miss tackle. Okay, wait. We're going to Vine Whip the Rattata. Okay, crit. That's perfect. Level up over damage running threshold. Zubat. Supersonic. I hit myself once. Twice. Leech Life. Tackle. Okay, got it. Yeah, we need boss music for him. I know, right? Like, I need to compose a little track for him so that he has really epic music every time as it happens. Maybe I can take inspiration from the Rocket theme from Generation 2. Oh, one thing about editing these videos or editing red and blue footage, the game flashes one white frame when you go through a door transition in Pokemon Yellow, and it looks really off-putting. So we edit out this white frame when we do our transitions in the videos, the smooth transitions, and there's no white frame in red and blue. So editing these is actually easier. There are so many reasons why I just shouldn't play Yellow and it wastes a bunch of time and money. We tried to write a computer program that would go through, find all the white frames during transitions and remove them for us. But it was sometimes off by one frame and then it basically became useless. And that's because of Premiere Pro. Thank you, Adobe. Come on, let's just crit the Pidgeotto like 3 times. Oh. Well, we're doing okay. We're still attacking a decent amount here. I'm just gonna forge on. Hopefully it works. Slightly higher accuracy on this. Crit, okay. Crit. Crit. No! Yes, crit. Crit again. Crit again. We can do it. We can do it. No, we can't. Okay, we're gonna try a different approach this time. No, the music is back. It's back. Every time I restart, I get punished by this music. Yeah, so we'll fight this guy. We have 2 rare candies before the rival are available. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Oh, am I not gonna 2-shot? Okay, I am. Okay. We'll fight this guy too. The second optional trainer. This is to give me more experience. Venusaur with these 2 optional trainers is going to be level 17 instead of 15 for the Zubat. Just 2 levels higher, but not over a damage running threshold. I just got lucky there. That doesn't feel like a victory. I could go to 22 here. Let's do it. Okay, so we are significantly higher in terms of level at this section of the game. It might actually speed up. Okay, that looks like, is that a 4 hit on the Pidgeotto still? Well, I guess it's like it's better. It's not much better. It's still bad, but wait, I missed Leech Seed. Okay. Well, this felt way better. I think if I got hit by Sand Attack, like, you can obviously still lose this fight. It does feel more solid, and it only costs 2 trainers. Comments are gonna riot. You didn't play Minimum Battles Venusaur. Obviously, Minimum Battles Venusaur is the best way to play. Why are you so bad at this game? So we'll see here. Maybe it helps with damage ranges against these trainers as well. Like, it looks like it. Yeah, okay, well, I got a crit. If it helps with damage ranges against these trainers, then there's more extended reasons for doing it. Like, we're saving frames in each of these battles while I'm just critting everything. Oh, that Zubat seems easier. I want to go back and compare the time I got to the Oddish last year. I think I actually might be faster than the previous playthrough because I'm knocking out all the other Pokemon faster. In comparison to the previous run where, yes, I am on minimum battles, but like everything just takes like an extra turn to knock out, so the time accumulates throughout the high density of mandatory trainers over Route 24 and 25. Both runs started the Oddish at the same time. Okay, cool. So I guess it's like a wash then. Like it's you have an easier time at a bunch of the other trainers, but you get to this spot at the same time. So unless the rare candies being used there is a terrible thing for the run, then it makes sense to use the candies. I am going to save for this fight. Can always be sketchy. And by this point in the run, I don't like to restart because I'm so far in. Like the pain of, oh my gosh. Oh, this is why you save. That's why you save. You get paralyzed and then everything just goes badly. Oh, yep. The music's back. It's back. We can't escape it. So if you reset, you also get cursed by the music. Good to know. This Execute is so bad. It just spams poison powder because we're a grass type. That's so funny. All right, let's see. This is going to be pretty bad, probably. As long as we survive the Ember from the Charizard, we're good. Yep. So this is going to spam poison powder, apparently. Oh, I love that. All right, that's bad. So it's essentially free with Venusaur to beat Erica. I think I should one-hit everything just with one setup. Yeah. Easy. Nice. I have thought about trying to do like a legitimate speed run and go for like the yellow Pokemon World Record or something like that. I think it would be fun to learn, but I think I personally like the process of comparing all this information. Like that's really interesting to me and learning more about the games rather than just playing one run thousands of times. I do like playing the games, but like this format has enough variation within playing the games over repeated attempts that it stays very fresh for me and feels strategic, where I'm having to actively think about new scenarios. Whereas doing the same speedrun over and over is like once you learn all the mechanics, then you just wait for the luck. And I have to play on one-time speed, which is just, I don't know if I can do it now. I've been spoiled. Also, look at how spoiled I am with this Giovanni fight. Guard spec. The first turn he had a chance to attack, he guard spec'd. Okay, I have a slightly modified plan here for the Alakazam and the Charizard. Oh, that did like way more than I wanted it to do. Could teach Mega Drain for this, but this thing is once again awful. And I level up right before it so I can badge boost and get my speed back, and then outspeed everything. See? Easy. Why did Sabrina have a grass type? Yeah, these are the questions that we can never answer. Game Freak just put a lot of jank into this game. This stream has gone longer than I expected. Don't click on this. Delete that. Oh my gosh. There's much danger in this victory road. I could accidentally dig out and I could accidentally escape rope. But I threw the escape rope away. It's fine. We're safe. Oh, stop it, Dugong. Dugong's being so annoying this time. Yeah. Just make it use rest, and then when it's asleep, set up and knock it out. Oh. Survives. Whoa. I think this will do more. It's pretty bad, though. I think it just spams Amnesia against poison types. So, kind of safe there. That actually did a lot more than I was expecting. Actually, there's an easier way to do this. Oh my gosh. Floor was bad. Well, the Lapras is still gonna get me, I think, because I lose my badge boosts right before it, so then it does tons of damage. But we have to keep one rare candy. Yeah, the music is glitched again. We're back in the curse. Anyways, making stuff is like, it takes such a huge effort to be creative in any way, and you're really putting yourself out there for a bunch of like public scrutiny and criticism. So I don't know. I just think we should take it easy on creatives. If you don't like what they do, don't watch what they do. It's pretty simple. All right, well, this run kind of fell apart at Lorelei. Interesting. We learned a thing. Number one, we can set up on the, what's it called? The Slowbro if you want for free, essentially. Okay, Sleep Powder right after the Machamp. Fine whip. Okay. Sweet Haunter Sprite. Look at that thing. It's great, right? It's just great. Churro is starting to destroy everything. He's getting to the point in the day where he thinks it's dinner time, but it's really not. No, buddy. We gotta wait. It's not dinner time yet. I opted to not do the Mimic strategy, yeah. Was it a good idea? I don't think so. I restarted it. I couldn't deal with it anymore. It's long enough. We're not gonna get a good time anyways. I've made peace with the fact that this run is not great. It doesn't even matter if we crit here though, it just spans agility and barrier. No! Painful. That was a painful. Mirror moves, Sleep Powder puts me to... Again? Awful. Sky Attack, so much damage. Again. No more! Okay, this time. A little bit of that for RNG. Alright. There we go. Oh, that was so silly. What a bad run. Sleep or be slept. That is the choice on Executor. Apparently not, though. I just one hit. I hit crit, and it just sunk into my head that I should be attacking it. No. Gotcha. Okay. 42 minutes, 35 seconds. 7 resets. Finished at level 59 again. And the game time's probably going to be similar to last time, I think. It's a bit of an improvement. This time is still not really what I was hoping for, honestly. So 2 hours, 37 minutes game time. If we take that, that's 120 plus 37, 157 divided by 4. 39:15 is the ideal time that this would get with no resets. I think what's holding it back is really how slow it is in the early game using things like Tackle. It doesn't have the problems that Ivysaur and Bulbasaur have, having to use Leech Seed for Brock, but it does have the problem of having to use Tackle, which slows it down. In the next stream, we're gonna be able to do way better with Charizard. But for now, let's just let's go in and see where this would rank Venusaur. I don't know if I can actually add the metrics inside OBS. Oh, I can now. Cool. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, we have like these little things that pop up. See it? So like, this is the software. I haven't actually showed this off really on stream, other than just the fact that you can click on Pokemon and see their results. Cool. We just put in ridiculous times for these Pokemon so that they sit down here in the impossible tier. I think it's something over 50 hours is just ranked in the impossible tier right now by default. So we just do insert metrics and then we find the Pokemon that we want. Venusaur. No, that's Venomoth. Basically Venusaur, same typing. And then we put in the release date, so the day this video came out, and then we're going to put in all the metrics. 2 hours, 37 minutes, real time, 42 minutes and 35 seconds with 30 centiseconds, level 59, resets 7, blackouts 0, insert. So we have filters where we can like filter out Pokemon. Like if we don't want to see Magikarp because it's a spoiler, we can just filter it and then go into the filters. And then there's a filter here which we can remove and see Magikarp again. We can also have it show things based on the release date so that it's not going to spoil stuff in the future. And we can also switch it from best attempt to first attempt. This is technically not a first attempt. I'll go in and put the other results in after the stream. So with these results, A tier placement for Venusaur so far. I think it should get an S tier placement by the end. I don't know, Smash Math. I don't know if it can be optimized that much more than it is here. I think that we have limited things to do for Venusaur to make it better. Like, let's go through just systematically and talk about all the things I think that can be done to make this run a little bit better. There's not much. I don't think I'm playing a bad route by any means in this video. So one thing that can be done to make it easier or faster is we can remove the 2 early game trainers, the hiker and the guy inside of Brock's gym. The second thing that we can do to make Venusaur just a little bit better is get better RNG on random trainers. So not get a sand attack from the rival on Nugget Bridge, not get a reset to Agatha Jr. inside of Pokemon Tower. Those things are just luck based and you can get that. Later into the game,
there really isn't much to do. We might be able to reorder some of the mid-game. I'm open to the idea that we could reorder the mid-game in some way. Like, let's say we go to Erica before the department store and we beat her, but I don't know if she's going to be faster without Swords Dance. Like, maybe you can just like knock her Pokemon out using Body Slam, have a bit more money for the department store. That doesn't save a ton of time, maybe like 10 seconds, if that. And you might lose that time in the battle anyway. We could potentially then cut out Mimic entirely, not go into that house, save the time, save the bag space, all that stuff. Or we could teach Dream Eater and beat Agatha slightly faster. I think that the Dream Eater strategy is probably going to end up being the best, but I'm not entirely sure of that. I want to do some in-depth testing to see if, like, how much time do you waste picking up Mimic, then teaching it, then teaching Mega Drain in its place for the champions Rhydon? How much time does that actually take? Then, how much time do we save in the Agatha fight when using Dream Eater instead of using Razor Leaf? And then compare all these results and see what is the actual difference. Like, is it 20 seconds faster? Is it 15 seconds faster? I think that's the one thing that I really do believe needs testing. I don't think we can say right now that we have an objective answer to which is better. I would lean, as most of you are leaning in the chat, towards Dream Eater being slightly better and feeling better at least, but I'm not entirely sure that it's going to come out and net a significant positive. Other than that, we just like don't get mirror moved on the champion and have 2 resets there, which again is just luck. I can play Lorelei more intelligently. I think that for Lorelei, there might be an advantage to teaching Mega Drain there and skipping Dream Eater just so you can heal during Lorelei and then survive a Blizzard from the Lapras. You could mimic Amnesia just for like the survivability on Blizzard. Anyways, interesting. Venusaur, time, 42 minutes, 35 seconds, 7 resets, 0 blackouts. Level 59, game time of 2 hours and 37 minutes. I'm pretty confident that Blastoise is going to get a better time than this when I run it. And I don't think Charizard is, but I don't think that that's because Charizard won't get a better time. I just think that Charizard is an unfortunate Pokemon that suffers from extreme RNG against Lance. Maybe I'm going to be proven wrong. I would love it if Charizard gets an absolutely incredible time of like 39 or 38 minutes tomorrow, or whenever I do it. I don't know if I'm going to be back tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Anyway, the next one up in this series is going to be Charizard. Hope this has been fun. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you're incredible. See you next time.